Hello, welcome to Woodfired Weekly. Today we're going to be cooking a Southern Indian style curry, fish curry. Today we're going to be using some cod and some prawns. Lots and lots of flavour from these wonderful spices here. And the first thing we're going to do is toast these spices. And here I've got some of these lovely Kashmiri chilies, big, red, not too hot, so you can use lots of these. Going to give it a fantastic colour. This is the sort of chili you get in a Rogan Josh. Gives it that beautiful red colour, but not too much heat. Star anise, a few cloves, cumin, and coriander. I'm going to pop all of those into a little pan and just pop them in the oven to toast. Just going to pop it there for probably not much more than a minute, really. And I've got a nice red onion here, which I'm going to chop up whilst I'm waiting for those to toast. And already they're starting to smoke, and the spices are starting to get a little bit of colour. And just that little 30 seconds, 45 seconds in the oven has filled the room with aroma. We're really smelling it here. And I'm going to put all of those into my pestle and mortar. Some black pepper, a little bit of salt, and give it a bit of a walloping. I reckon that's enough. There's still a few bits of big chili in there, but they'll be okay. Everything else nicely smashed up. And we're going to start softening this onion that I've chopped up. So into my pan with some sunflower oil and the onion. Okay, that onion is nice and soft. So we've got our masala, our spice mix here. That's going to go in there. Fantastic colour. Turmeric as well. And this is just some tomato, which has been grated up. Mix of that in, and that really is the basis of this wonderful curry. Everything else now is going to happen pretty quickly. So coconut milk is the main liquid. And then we've got these fresh green chilies here, these bird's eye chilies. I'm going to split those down the middle. We're using 3, but these are pretty fiery. So you can put them in, let them cook, take them out, not serve them or not eat them. Or the brave folks who tolerate lots of heat will eat the whole chilies as well. And they're going to add real fire to this dish. So I'm going to pop the whole thing back into the oven, just a minute or two, let that all come up to a nice simmer, reduce the sauce a tiny bit, and then in with the fish. Our sauce has reduced, and I can see that it's really reduced quite a lot. As I said, today I've got some cod and some prawns, but I cannot stress enough how versatile this dish is, and whatever fish you've got, you'll be able to cook it in a curry sauce like this. Notice that we've chopped the cod up into small pieces, so it's going to cook quite quickly, 4 or 5 minutes, something like that, about the same sort of time as the prawns. All of that is going to go in together. And just give it a little stir to make sure that it's all coated in the sauce. And that's it, back in the oven, and really kind of 4 or 5 minutes. That should be plenty. Whilst that fish is cooking, just a couple minutes more, I'm going to make a little tadka. Now normally we think about curries and a nice sort of handful of coriander over the top at the end, and that gives a nice sort of bright, fresh flavour. This tadka, mustard seed, curry leaves, slightly cooked, just very quickly fried, gives a much more sort of earthy finish. So I've got some oil just heating up in a pan here, slightly hotter I think. That's 4 or 5 minutes. I think that's plenty for the fish. That's done. Okay, the curry's ready. We just need to do this little tadka to finish it off. Got my oil nice and hot there, just kind of smoking, and that wants to go in there and have a real kind of sizzle. And that just gets stirred into the curry for a real kind of zippy, earthy finish. So that was our South Indian curry, finished, complete, really, really simple recipe. We do this quite a lot at the school. People absolutely love it because it is so different from everything people have tasted before. So really, I urge you to give this a try. Report back, give us some feedback in the comments below. That'll be fantastic. Subscribe to our channel, of course, if you've enjoyed this and want to see some more. We'll be doing these once a week. We're going to put the recipe up on the blog, and there'll be a link for that below. Enjoy. Thank you.